I'm actually not even from Glasgow, I'm from Motherwell actually. I'm going to tell you why I'm voting yes and how I ended up in this campaign. There are sides involved in this dispute, if you like, you want to call it that, this referendum, but we're opponents, we're not enemies. We're all Scots. It is about where we differ is the way we want to organise and run this place. We all want this place, this bit of land here, to be better. Because where we are is not good enough. It is not serving the people who need it the most and has not done for many, many years. I'm very tired in this debate because it's all coming down to economics. Now, of course money is really important, but you know, it seems to me now that we live in a world where we know the price of everything and the value of nothing. I think we live in a society that, as has already been said, we know it's the fourth most unequal in the world. And the rich, over the last 20 to 30 years in this country, have got richer. And make no mistake, this debate, in many, many ways, is about those who have and those who haven't. I live in the East End of Glasgow. And a lot of this is the failure of Labourism as well, of which I was a supporter many, many years ago, left during the miners' strike, right enough. But the fact that Labour has failed to deliver for those people who need it the most is a disgrace. In Shettleston, the constituency I live in, life expectancy for men is 58. 58 in 2014. That's a disgrace. And also, here's a statistic in the Glasgow Herald last week. In the year of the Commonwealth Games, 1 in every 4 baby boys born in Glasgow this year will die before they're 65. They should hang their heads in shame. And they're coming up here and talking about borders. They're talking about, oh, this is all about identity. You're thinking with your heart, not your brain. Forget it. We're waking up. That's what this is about. We're waking up to a level of injustice and a society that is so unfair to the people at the bottom that we have to do something else. Do I think independence is going to solve everything? No, I don't. Will there be negotiations? Will there be lots of treaties? Will it be hard? Yes, it will be at times. But I'll tell you what, we'll be doing it from a position of sovereignty, where we can truly represent the people of this country and we can organise ourselves better. That's the main reason that I am voting yes. And for those people, if there's anybody in here who vote no, now, go and look at the arguments, and if you still are fear and you still think, oh no, I'm not sure, or I'm going to vote no, the worst thing for me when somebody says they're going to vote no, right, is, why are you voting no? And I never get into an argument. It's their opinion, and they have as much right to that opinion as anyone else. If they say, because I can't go with that Alex Salmon, shut up. Shut up. By all means, go and look at the arguments, go and look at all the things that you should be looking, switch your brain on and engage in the debate. And if you still think no, then vote no. What are you going to tell your grandchildren? Why did you not vote for Scotland in a referendum? Well, I didn't like the guy that was running the country at the time. What was his name? I can't remember. Because that's what it is. We're not voting for Alex Salmon. We're voting for ourselves. We're voting for each other. And there is an aspect at the moment where lots of statistics are being thrown about, and there's a lot of stuff about why women are not engaged in this debate. I'm so pleased to see so many women here tonight, because I'll tell you something, without the women's vote, we will not win this referendum. And we have to make sure that the debate is not just about childcare. It's not just about what we think about women's issues are. Women care about defence. Women care about the economy. We care about the health service as well. It shouldn't just be an agenda like that. We have got to make sure that the debate is not just about guys in suits shouting at each other in a badly lit STV studio late at night, that it actually engages the people who are out there. That the old ways of campaigning are not necessarily the things that are going to win through. We've got to speak to people and ask them to imagine the Scotland we want to live in. Imagine what we could be. And there is nothing worse than the cringing Scot. Those Scots that are self-loathing, that have that we're too wee, we're no good enough. Imagine him doing the road, running the place. Well, I'm telling you, because someone's been to Eton or because someone's been to Oxford or Cambridge does not make them any more able to articulate an argument than the rest of us. And that cultural cringe that we have had for far too long about the way we speak, about how we approach things, and about women not wanting to engage in the debate because we're all too fearful we'll maybe make a fool of ourselves, enough. That we've lived in Scotland over a long period of time where we were brought up to say, don't get above yourself. Well, here's the thing. Let's get above ourselves. It's about time. Let's get out there and campaign and make sure that the arguments, and these arguments are good arguments that are out there, but the problem is at the moment, the media want to portray it in a certain way. They want to portray it in a black and white sort of debate, and it is much, much more than that. It is about who we want to be as Scots and the type of place we want to live in. And tell you what this is. This is a chance. Maybe the only chance in my lifetime that this country, and look, no bullets fired, no wars, nothing like that. We have come to this place through democratic means. And I want to thank, I'm not a member of the SNP, never have been. I want to thank the SNP for bringing us to this place. Here is a chance to do it differently, to think about a different kind of society. And that one question, do you think Scotland should be an independent country? Do you know what I love about it? Win or lose, I love the fact that people in the pubs are talking about the type of currency we want. I like the fact that we're talking about whether we want Trident or not. Because for the last 20 years, people have been sleepwalking about those things, and they think, well, just leave it to people in Westminster and they can decide. No, this is about us deciding. But if you vote no, there is no chance. And there is no decision. And that's what we have to press as well, to get the other side to actually articulate what no means. And no means no change at the moment. We've got a few things coming out saying, oh, we'll maybe change this, we'll maybe change that. Not enough. And where were you? Where were you 2 years ago when this was being discussed? Where were they by not putting that second question on the ballot paper? And now they're suddenly coming up with ideas because they realise there is a whole movement out there actually thinking, switching their brains on and saying, actually, why do we do it that way? Why can't we change it? And what I want to say as well is, the genie is out the bottle. This genie doesn't go back in. And it is, as far as I'm concerned, win or lose, it's a never ending for me. So we keep going and make this place a more democratic, more just and fairer country. That's why I'm voting yes. Thank you.